look at my two arms. My right arm can do calligraphy. It has written hundreds of poems. It can invite the bell. And yet my right hand is never proud of itself. My right hand will never tell my left hand, you are good for nothing. You don't write any poem. You don't practice calligraphy. Why? Because in my right hand there is the wisdom of equanimity, upeksha. It knows that it is the left hand at the same time. And it behaves according to that wisdom. One day I was using my left hand to hold a nail. I wanted to hang something on the wall. And my right hand was using the hammer. And that day, I didn't know why it was not so skillful. Instead of pounding on the nail, it pounded on my finger. The moment it made a mistake and created suffering, it put down the hammer and take good care right away. It did not have to say, I'm sorry. But the way it behaved is perfect. It considered the left hand as itself. There's no distinction that, I am the right hand. I am taking care of you, the left hand. You have to remember that. So it practiced the emptiness of donation, emptiness of loving, emptiness of transmitting in a very perfect way. And we know that in our body, in our consciousness, there is that wisdom we call the wisdom of non-discrimination. The Sanskrit term is nirvikalpa jnana, the wisdom of non-discrimination. This is discrimination. This is non-discrimination wisdom. We have it. We have that the seed of wisdom within us, within our body, within our consciousness. We can develop it in order to have the guidance in our daily life. We have to treat our partner, we have to treat our mother, our children, we have to treat the other ethnic groups in exactly the same way. The Hindu should treat the Muslims in that way. The Muslims should treat the Hindus in that way. The white should treat the black in that way. The black should treat the white in that way. The Israeli and the Palestinians They should look at each other like the right and the back, the left hands. Only the wisdom of non-discrimination can bring about true peace, true love. And it will help to remove the fear. I don't think that the right hand is afraid of the left hand, and the left hand is afraid of the right hand, because both of them have the wisdom of non-discrimination. They know that they belong to each other. They are inside of each other. And everything happens to the right hand, it will happen to the left hand. The suffering of one finger is the concern of all the fingers, all 10 fingers. And this is the way we have to train ourselves. Mindfulness, looking deeply. The only way for us to touch that nature of interbeing that can make the wisdom of non-discrimination manifest. If we act, if we love, if we give, according to this spirit of non-discrimination, we can only create happiness and well-being. I remember 15 years ago, I had the first chance to taste peanut butter cookie. It was at Zen Center in Tassajara. I like it very much. I learned that in order to make peanut butter cookie, you have to prepare and then before putting the cookies into the oven, you have to separate and to make individual cookies. But when the cookies come to the oven, they begin to discriminate against each other. Push a little bit on the other side. Let me be in the central position. You are ugly. You are not brown, beautiful like me. You don't deserve that place. And then discrimination begin to take place. And the war and the suffering. They don't know that they are one. And that is very much the way we deal with each other, because we don't know how to touch our ground of being. We have lost our wisdom of non-discrimination. When I spoke to you about the 4 elements of true love, I did not say much about upeksha, because upeksha is difficult. Upeksha, after mudita, after karuna, and after maitri, the first element of true love is maitri, the capacity of offering joy and happiness. Karuna, the capacity of removing the pain, the sorrow, transforming them. And joy, true love, should be able to give us joy. And when we cry all day, all night, we know that our love is not true love. And finally, the 4th element of true love is upeksha, that is translated by equanimity. Equanimity is exactly the wisdom of non-discrimination. When you are a true lover, you don't discriminate anymore. The one who loves and the one who is loved, you become one. Your beloved one is you, and you are your beloved one. Only by having that kind of wisdom of equanimity, that your love becomes perfect. And there will be no suffering, no discrimination. And if looking into the nature of your love, you don't see any element of equanimity, you think that you have to practice. Because the love that is based on notions of self and others. And this is outside of that love is not deep yet. If you are a psychotherapist, I think you can learn a lot from this teaching. Because according to psychotherapy, the aim of the therapy is to regain, to restore a healthy self. But a healthy, even if you have a so-called healthy self, you continue to suffer because you cannot come out of yourself. You are still locked in the idea of self. And that is why suffering continues. The true relief is you get out of the notion of self. In a relationship, if the self is still very strong, you know what will happen. There will be clash between self and self. And that is why to give up yourself, to become one with your beloved one, is to practice non-self. And your degree of happiness, understanding, and love will increase by 1,000 times. So in this perspective, I think the teaching of the Buddha can help a lot with psychotherapy. Looking deeply in order to realize the nature of interbeing, to know that the self is only made of non-self elements, and that kind of practice can greatly enhance the quality of the healing. And only with that practice that fear can be dealt with.